Dude, I am so sick and tired of this. I'm so tired of it. Week in and week out, it's the same thing with these guys. It's the same thing with this team, man. Same thing. They play down to their opponent's level. They don't play good until the last minute. They put a fight. They get us right back in there. We have a chance, and they heartbreak every fucking time. Josh McDaniels is the worst head coach in Raiders history. You can fight me on that, but I'm standing by what I believe and what I feel and what I know right now. Josh McDaniels is the worst head coach that the Raiders have had in their history, or at least the last 20 years. Worse than Norv Turner. Worse than Lane Kiffin. Worse than fucking Tony Sperano and Dennis Allen combined. Worse than Art Shell's second stint with the team. He is no better than Tom Cable, that's for sure. Tom Cable still has more wins than fucking Josh McDaniels. Fucking... Yeah, sorry. Josh McDaniels, the worst Raiders head coach of all time. This guy cannot make adjustments during the game, during halftime, to his play calling, anything. If it's not working, it's not working. Stop doing it. I know this kid was a rookie, and I don't put any blame on the rookie at all, man. It is not his fault that his offensive line completely crumbled and gave Khalil Mack, of all fucking people, 6 sacks? You're telling me it took you the 4th sack to finally figure out, like, maybe we should double team this guy. Hey, maybe we should just keep a running back in the backfield to help protect our rookie? Even Colton Miller got obliterated by Khalil Mack. And yeah, 4 put 3 fumbles on the ground. You know what? So we're kind of used to 4 putting fumbles on the ground, aren't we? But I'm not mad at the rookie, man. He went out there and he tried. He balled. He tried his best. His best was what the coach was giving him. And what the coach was giving him was horseshit. The end of that game, dog, you converted a huge 4th down. You're at the 3-yard line. You're within 3 minutes left still. You have 2 timeouts. And you need to just score a touchdown to tie the game. And what do? You hurry to the line. You have your guys run the same exact play that was tried on the drive before or the other drive prior to that, and it completely failed. You have your guy on the right hash mark in the red zone on the 3-yard line in a short field in a congested area. Run to that one side that you're already on that side of the field on and try to throw a pass play, and he's picked off because you just ran that fucking play, you dumbass. All you had to do was run the ball. You probably would have scored. Chargers would have had time. Yes, but Herbert's hand was fucked up. Best believe Crosby was going to get to his ass. And then the calls, bro. And then anytime we do something good, anytime we do something right, this happened last week too. There's a penalty, there's a flag, there's a ticky-tack, a crackback block took us out of field goal range that drive, bro. When have you ever heard of a back crack block flag? Please, please. I want to know. Pull it up. When was the last time that penalty was called? And even the announcer, even the guy who was a Charger. He's a Charger. He said, that is not a crackback block. A crackback block is when you're, blocking them when they're with their back turned. What Jacoby Myers did was clean, bro. That shit took us out of field goal range. You guys some of these casuals don't understand. You guys that don't watch Raider games who want to come on here and be like, poor Raiders, oh, it only happens to us. No, you casual ass fan. Yeah, Antonio, you don't watch every fucking game in the league. And if you do, good for you, I guess. You got a lot of fucking time on your hands. I want to know if there's any other team out there in the league, any other fan base that's watching their game from start to end, and you feel like the referees are out to get you just every single week. Because that's how we feel, and we felt that for years. But there's actual legitimacy to it. If you don't know the history, go do some research. There's history behind it to why this league has hated the Raiders for years. But anyways, then of course at the end of the game, that catch that Palmer had to seal the game, he pushed fucking, I forget who it was, Bennett? He pushed him off. They just called Jacoby Myers for that earlier in the game. It was the same push-off. It was the same offensive PI. But why aren't we calling that? Why? Because it's the end of the game? It's horseshit, dude. It's horseshit. I'm not going to blame the game on the officials. No. Josh McDaniels, this game is solely on Josh McDaniels, dude. And it's going to be until he's gone. Because at this place, there's no one on this team that can take over the game. We saw Devontae Adams try to do it last week. We saw Josh Jacobs try to be everywhere in the mix this game. And it's not going to matter who balls out because it's a team effort. And if this coach can't get the team to play as a team, we're not going to win any more games. Simple as that. But anyways, not much else to talk about. We lost. We gave up really big plays in the run game. Couldn't stop the run to start the game. Gave up 6 sacks. Josh McDaniels is a dumbass. We turned over the ball twice. Gave them 14 points. We had to overcome some horrendous calls that continue to seem to happen against us. I'm not saying bad calls don't happen in other NFL games. That's true. It's a human element to it. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. But these calls that continue to happen to us week in and week out, they're very questionable. And it's not a coincidence anymore. It hasn't been a coincidence for years, actually. And I know that because I watch the games from start to finish. I don't watch other teams' games from start to finish, so I don't know how they feel about that. And if you truly feel about that and you got some evidence to prove that, then I'd love to see it. I'd love to see where it looks like there's a tendency and a trend of bad calls against a certain NFL team. I'd love to see it. Love to prove me wrong. I'd love to feel like we're not alone in this, but it definitely feels like we're alone. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. At the end of the day, Josh McDaniels is terrible. He's a horrible head coach. It is a matter of time until this roster is depleted or he's fired. And I don't think he's going to be fired because Mark Davis is a bitch. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore. He's just happy with the money and the fame that Las Vegas is bringing him now. And this Patriot way is horseshit. Bill Belichick's not even a great head coach. Let's be real. It was all Tom Brady. That's all I got to say.